Howdy Earthlings, this isn't actually a patch notes video, but more of a gag. The TU team uses pretty much all of my suggestions to patch the game, so some people have joked that my critiques have sort of become a sneak peek of future updates, so I'm calling this one a patch notes as a joke. But here's some more criticisms of the game that I've gathered from the community and through my own personal experience. Some of these also come from previous videos because I wrote them at the same time, but they haven't been fixed or I haven't received confirmation on whether they're being changed at all. Anyway, let's get started with the list. 1. I've seen a ton of people say Guido and Rossum's ability is slower than his run speed. I think this is because GNR's ability doesn't benefit from speed bonuses. So you may receive a speed bonus and then GNR runs faster, but his ability doesn't actually go faster because his ability doesn't receive that same speed bonus for some reason. This needs fixing because the point of it is for him to be able to outrun the infected, but he's still giving free hits to Tipo, Copper, and Weffel. 2. GNR and Koi's ability should have cancel buttons. I get the idea behind it. They can't be canceled as a form of trade-off. You get this good ability, but as a trade-off, you can't cancel it. These work and make sense in a versus kind of multiplayer game. It would give the opposing player an opportunity to deal damage and encourage the player using it to use it smartly, but we're not playing against other humans. Do we need to have a downside to our abilities? We need to ask what is the goal or point of these abilities having downsides. 3. Infected Weffel has a mouth on her tail, but she doesn't use it. As she doesn't pose much of a threat any more than any other fast infected. So why does she have the cart mechanic to make her inert and others don't have mechanics to make them inert? How about we make Weffel more dangerous to encourage the use of her cart mechanic? I think she should be picking up players with her tail and then running away with the player before dealing damage and dropping them off. Maybe she could hit players with her tail and stun them or something. 4. Now that I mentioned others saying they want to see a Nimbus skin, but it's me, there has been more comments about it. People see that I'm not in the game, and clearly that's a bug to them. That's a joke suggestion, don't listen to that one. 5. Emblems take too long to unlock. Considering they're a major mechanic, they shouldn't be locked behind hitting 100. 100 is the cap, right? 100% completion shouldn't be a requirement, but instead a reward for showing how much you played the character. Some emblems make their character better, like Koi. So a player getting Koi to 100 gets her emblem and then doesn't really have a reason to play her anymore because they maxed her out. Either 100 shouldn't be the cap, or emblems should be given at 25 or 50. Instead, 100 should give a reward that shows how dedicated that player is, like the gold skins I've suggested. Speaking of the gold skins, number 6, there should be skin rewards for hitting levels. Bronze at 50, silver at 100, and gold for 150. Here's Rudy's holiday challenge skin from Dandy's World. This is what I mean by gold. Don't make them entirely solid gold, please. Just some accents to complement the design. People should be able to flex their playtime, and I think metal skins could be a good way to do that. 7, there should be repeatable levels after 100 that get the same XP requirement as hitting 100, but gives less Malachor. Like every 10 levels after 100 gives Malachor. That way a player can play the same character forever and still be rewarded for it. 8, Malachor rates are still too low even with character mastery. The only way I can earn Malachor at a decent rate is if I reset the run if I don't get the Motivate card after 6 floors. If everyone else catches on and plays like this, then what is the point of these cards? In Call of Duty we had this perk called Lightweight. It made players run faster. This was so integral to gameplay that everyone used it. So in future games they removed it for a while. If everyone used it, what was the point of it being an option at all? That's what I'm thinking with the Malachor cards. That people refuse to do a run without getting them early is the community telling you that the rates are too low. 9, when you add the lore, please make it accessible in the game itself. I don't want to have to go to a fandom wiki with a billion ads just to read that Fantasia and Copper are siblings. 10, players are saying 200 to 300 Robux is a lot for a skin. Personally, before Roblox, I was playing games that charged a minimum of 10 bucks, but they have a point that there should be a pack option to include all of the sunset ones in a single bundle for a greatly reduced price. People also said it was a lot compared to Dandy's. Please keep in mind that $2 means that they only get 60 cents off of every purchase, and they have people that have got to pay bills and eat so that you can continue to play this game mostly for free. Also, DW has more players so they can afford to sell their skins cheaper. We really shouldn't pretend that both of these games are on completely equal footing, because they're not. Owners, you just need to open a Patreon already. As the blank situation on Roblox gets more blank, more and more aren't going to spend money on Robux. You either need to work on a backup plan to go independent or open up a Patreon already. 11, controller/console players have an issue with menu selection. They'd like it to be a cursor instead of highlighted HUD elements. They also can't select emotes on console. 12, if you have events in the future, please don't do them during holidays, and if you do, make them easier to complete. You and every other game are doing holiday events. I don't have the time to complete more than one holiday event per each holiday. I've said this before back when I did videos on Original Species, but one of the best ways to add creative lore to your universe is to come up with holidays of your own. Don't give me an Easter event, Don't give me a summer event, give me a new holiday that's between those two. 13. People say the game is too slow, which I agree with. I've agreed with for a while. There are two camps behind this thought process. The first is that there are more machines than usual for these games because of the mains, but we always know where the mains are going to be, so that's not really an issue. The other camp is it's because it's too hard to find the machines. They're designed so well that they blend in with the map, and it's hard for new players to notice them. I think maybe a better highlight could help, but I also think we could probably just leave them. As people play more, they'll just learn where they are. 14. The new lighting system introduced sometime between early access and release is causing migraines for some people, myself included. I've talked with Rafe about this already. When a gas floor comes in, it makes the reflective floors even brighter, and it's frying my eyeballs and giving me a headache directly behind them. It's definitely the lighting system doing it, as this didn't happen to me prior to release. 15. The game is too similar to Dandy's World. Yeah, it's a Dandy's World-like game, it's going to be similar, but I also agree that it is a little too similar at times. I think DF did a really good job of breaking away from this with its health system, faster gameplay, powerful characters, and stuff like that. It's much more of a roguelike. It's very early in the release, so I think it's too soon to say it's the same, but I have expressed concerns over this before. Only time will tell. We're just gonna have to see what they do differently in the future. The original Toons universe was going to be a near exact clone based on what I've seen. Let's hope that they plan to do more than just change aesthetics. 16. The infected AI is terrible, but on the other hand, most people aren't making it past 10 as is, so I guess they really don't want to get past floor 3 or something. I don't get the complaint personally, but at the very least, AI shouldn't be getting stuck on the environment, and they shouldn't be able to see me through objects, even if the objects are clear. 17. Healing teammates is bugged on mobile. 18. Mobile UI is apparently terrible. I'd say maybe check in with your mobile players and talk to them about it, because I don't play on mobile, but they're saying that the mobile UI is pretty bad. 19. Players have said that they'd like some sort of UI indicator that says how long infected Waffles has been at her waffle buffet. The only way to tell currently is to get in her face and see how many waffles she has left. 20. This one is an extra special complaint just for me. Why does every dandy-like have to put a shop on the very first floor? No one has enough money after the first floor to buy anything. Odd-numbered floors should be cards, and even-numbered should be shops. It's so dumb that a shop can show up after the first floor, and it's like, hey, 40 parts for a med kit. No one has 40 parts after the first floor. That's it for this one. Thanks everyone for watching. Please sub and like. I want to get to 100,000 subs so that I can eat spaghetti off the silver play button. Also, special thanks to the patrons on Patreon and members on YouTube for supporting the videos. You can support me too for just $1 a month. That's less than a Dandy's World skin bundle, so that should be a good deal. If you do get it, you get special emojis that you can use in live streams and comments, and you get your name read aloud in the comments like Nightmare Wuna, Freya Games, Gezro, Am, Nebazi, Aspirin Artist, Paper, Fey Penguin, Momentary Unicorn, Nat, Marius, Yini, Worm, Syrup, Rask, Beef, Colorado Blue, Alter Ego, Vaderson, Linky, Addy14, the Ace of Raccoons, Splackjack, Rask again, Willie Pete, TG Dante, Linky again, Astro Pixie YT, and Malding Brick. I'll see you all later. I'm gonna go pour my milk before I add the cereal because I know it bothers you. Bye.